As a new day greets you today, you're already most likely beginning to think about things that you have to do today, agendas that you need to get accomplished, tasks that are on your schedule. We do that from most of the time when we get up. It isn't very long at all before our mind gets saturated with tasks that need to be accomplished that day. But I want to encourage you this morning to just take a little time right now. Sit down where you are if you can. If you're driving, just take a deep breath and just relax for a moment and just think about the moment. Think about the time that you're in right now, not something you got to do 3 hours from now or 3 days from now. I want you to think about the moment that God has blessed you with this morning. And the beauty of doing that is that when we train ourselves to live in the moment, then what we do is we set up the next moment to be even more productive because we treasure and value the moment that we're in. We're aware of the things that are around us, the things that God provides for us, the things that He wants us to see, the things that He wants us to learn, and that sets up the next moments or the next day or the next week in our lives to be more productive, not just for Him, but even in our workplace, in our family, and all the things that are going on. I want you to listen to what James chapter 4 says. We may know it as a familiar verse, but it really teaches us to treasure the moment that we have. In verse number 13 of James chapter 4, it says this: "Go to now, ye that say, Today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor, that appeareth for a little time, and then vanishes away. For that you ought to say, If the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that." Sometimes we fall into a trap. And the trap is of equating long hours with productivity. However, it's important to recognize that the value of our work lies in the task that we accomplish in the moment, not the amount of time we spend at the office or the amount of time we spend toiling and doing things that really don't matter when it comes to eternity or the value of what God wants us to accomplish in our life. So much of our time is invested in things that don't really even matter. By shifting our focus to a task-based work, then what we do is we prioritize our efforts, we streamline our processes, we maximize the impact that God has for us in that moment. It's true that in the workplace as well as our spiritual life, if we can practice the art of living in the moment in which God has given us, be aware of what He's done or doing in that moment, we can accomplish so much more in life. Remember, it's not about being busy. It's about being productive and making a meaningful difference in our work and in our ministry. Remember what we've said here on our devotions from time to time. Busyness doesn't always equal effectiveness. Sometimes we try to program the church. We devise and we plan. We rarely produce the fruit we desire. And when we do that, our intentions may be right, our motives may be right, but we've got the wrong method. And when we get this out of order, what happens is, if we're honest, is we often end up living burdened and frustrated lives. Why? Because we fail to live in the moment. We attempt to fix what isn't broken by feeling we must do more than just live for Christ and be productive in the moment in which He has given us. So I want to encourage you today to do that. Every day is an opportunity to serve God in the moment that He has you. Not always planning for the future or what you might do down the road. But God has a marvelous thing for you to do today. And so we need to ask God today, what have you prepared for me, Lord, today? Who have you prepared for me to meet today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. I don't need a pre-planned program to serve God. I just need to be aware of the moment the moment that He has given me. Always remember that anxiety and worry, which is often brought on by thinking too far ahead of things that may not even happen, that's what brings on anxiety and worry. That's what brings on discouragement and depression about wondering and fretting over things that haven't happened yet and may never happen. And they are always opposite of faith and trust. So I want to ask you this morning, which ones are controlling your thought process right now? Anxiety and worry about things you've got to accomplish? Or faith and trust that God has them already taken care of, and all you have to do is live in this moment. Today you be safe, you be strong, you be blessed. In Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Have a great day.